Just like to kick off the show with our national anthem. To the eye every single time.
Football, baby. Ready to talk some ball?
Just jumbo shrimp. Straight out of the lake. Hey. Listen, we're not here to fact check where jumbo shrimp do or do not come out of. That is not what this program is about.
Not my business. Not my concern.
He says he got him straight out of the lake. That's where he fucking got him. A lot of ball to be talked. Sunday live stream. Yeah, shout out everyone in here. Patreon.com/mixtape forever. If you enjoy this, I assume you'll enjoy all the rest of the stuff we put out on a week-to-week basis. But where I need to start, there was a lot of football that happened this weekend. Ton of football. Too much. Some of
we'll get to that.
Yeah, but I need to start with like breaking news, I suppose. I don't know if you saw this. The New York Metropolitans have been eliminated from postseason contention. Real kick in the dick for it to happen in game 162. That's just not what you want to see there. However, last year during the offseason, Pete Alonso, one of the Mets' all-time home run sluggers, basically was like begging to come back to the Mets. He had a very long, drawn-out free agency. Finally, the Mets and he agreed on a deal that was largely a one-year deal. It had a player opt-out. And they lost, and I believe the first thing he said was, "I'm opting out." Like immediately.
When's he supposed to say it? I'm giving you as much time as possible to make whatever. I'm making my arrangements. So y'all do what y'all got to do.
I don't know that I've ever seen it that quick. Like I am for sure exercising my right to be a free agent, and boy, oh boy, will he. I don't expect him to have like more of a market. Honestly, he had a great year, but no one wanted him last offseason. I don't know why that would change a year older.
Maybe that's his bet. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Sure. I just end up back here again, like game 162. Like, what? It can't get much worse.
No, they had the best record in baseball, like mid-June, early July, and then
I remember
missed the playoffs. You hate to see it.
Braves been at the playoffs since Easter, man. I appreciate that, boy. Yeah, you talk about a light summer. A light summer. Football season was right on time.
Oh, in Atlanta for sure. Did that? Let's start there. The Falcons.
Oh, thought I had some action. What? I got Bears and my Raiders.
Your Bears and your Jets.
I know. That's why it's devastating. What was the question? I'm sorry. Yes, that's my handwriting.
How did the Falcons do today?
Did good. Whooped up on Commanders. The Dan Quinn Bowl. Bijan did well, so we all won that one.
He tends to do the do well play. Colts, this does not refresh. I saw Jonathan Taylor has the fourth highest rush yards per game total ever. Ever.
Yeah. And honestly, probably in college and pro. I don't know if anybody's ever had that for college and also pro. If you just keep my per game steady, it's all the same.
And the Colts, I fear, didn't give him the ball near enough today. As they
gave AD Mitchell the ball too much.
So that play was cool enough for me where it should have counted.
No.
Where I didn't see any slow-mo replays. Where exactly did he lose the ball?
Like a 4 yard out. That's why I can't do it. I can't win with it, Mick. I can't do it.
I don't
want winners.
Why he did that? There was no one near him. He could have stopped, dropped, and rolled into the end zone. I don't know why he reached out like that.
What? He didn't need to reach out. He reached it out with one arm. That's where it shot straight up in the air and corralled out the back of the end zone. If he just, like he had beat everybody. Just you walk it in.
Walk it right in. The spin move was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad because he's the one who slipped in the draft because they were like, he's got ADHD. He doesn't know what's going on out there. Terrible rookie year.
ADHD Mitchell?
People are saying. And now he does. Now he has this. I just can't imagine more targets are going to come his way after that. They're sticky enough for one-handed catches, but you can't switch from left hand to right hand. Yeah, that's
a great point. Like, what is, you could catch literally anything with those gloves, but there's nothing on the fingertips? Is that what it is? Everything is fingertip down.
It seemed like he bounced it off his forearm almost. It wasn't like he had it in his hand.
Oh, he did some real Globetrotter stuff. It was real Metal Alert Lemon time.
And yeah, great point. I don't know how he even caught that pass. It seemed like it was just absorbed into his person, because I thought it was for sure incomplete when I first watched. I was like, why is this even a highlight? No one caught he's running with it. Very peculiar series of events. But yeah, I would just continue to give Jonathan Taylor the ball. That would be me. Dave started off with Skylar Thompson getting beat up in Ireland.
I'd be like, man, y'all couldn't have said I hurt my arm warming up. Like, would anybody be looking for the Skylar Thompson update if they did say, oh no, we got Diana Rossini here. He got his ass whooped real bad. Real bad, y'all. Sources confirmed to The Athletic. Back to you guys. Again, they could have just food poisoning. You know what I'm saying? He's third string, right? Emergency quarterback anyway. Isn't it Mason Rudolph? Isn't Mason Rudolph still there?
I just assume it's Mason Rudolph.
Duck Hodges ain't still around that boy. Just say I hurt my arm. Yeah, punch the wall. Like, you can have some fun with it. I did something stupid, but please, come on. Don't volunteer the Irish hooligan. How can you send a team over to Dublin again and expect them to feel safe?
Well, it's tough with everything going on in Ireland right now. They're doing essentially the same thing we're doing when it comes to foreigners. And if you read any of the comments under these tweets, it's just like, open borders, you got to build the wall. And it's just like, you gotta be like Irish people aren't tough enough to beat up Skylar fucking Thompson. Like, yeah, that's what I believe. He was out at the pub, he got whooped.
I fell off my bike, man. Yeah, half Dracula got it right. I fell off my bicycle.
Yeah, it's like it is still Europe, so it's like got electrocuted trying to plug U.S. plugs into their weird outlets.
Literally
anything.
Tell them literally anything. I think the best catch I saw today, or the best catch I saw today came from that game when Rodgers was running miraculously. Fumbled, and it immediately Broderick Jones, reaction time of not only to see it, plucked it out of there and kept it moving.
Yeah,
the anti-AD Mitchell. Broderick. What I'm saying is, get Broderick Jones out in the flats the same way Alabama does. Like Caden
I was going to say, the Caden Proctor.
Mm-hmm. They've been playing him wrong.
I don't know why we went away from utilizing the big fellas. I mean, the Steelers did that today too. They did the tush push, and why even keep Rodgers on the field?
Yeah, there's no point for that.
Like, get another extra guy back there to push. You could easily. It could be a more effective play if you
give it to Darnell Washington. If he's not doing the pushing,
I believe it was him. I believe they did give it to Darnell Washington.
Then that would be my tush push.
Yeah, they gave him the ball, and Rodgers just stood behind and went first down. It's like, get him off the field. What if they fumble? Then he's the last line of defense.
It hawks him down. I knew this was gonna be a good fantasy day because I woke up and they said Jaylen Warren was out, and I've been having Ashton Genty for Jaylen Warren regret. And today, so far, I've been vindicated. That's a Kenny Gainwell backfield. Caleb Johnson. That's where I thought maybe he breaks out today and gets back into that rotation. No, he got like 2 touches. That might be a Rhapsody.
Yeah, that was. I mean, Gainwell had a great game, so it wasn't wrong. I think he has 3 touchdowns the last 2 weeks. I knew he scored against us too.
They got 2 today.
So yeah, pretty good work. DK Metcalf. I can't remember if it was on here. Yeah, that's no good. I can't remember if it was on here, like the live streams or on a paid episode. But I said like LeBron, I think is the greatest just overall athlete ever. DK might be 2. Like that's an outrageous human being.
It was like just as he's running that play, I was like, yeah, that's Demaryius Thomas against the Steelers.
Yeah.
More people should just, I don't know, if you got a freak athlete, a slant. They used to do it to Odell Beckham. They used to throw Odell to slant and go ahead and start setting up the extra point. DK can't turn. Listen, he can slant though. He can just tell him turn ever so slightly.
I mean, they said Fannin couldn't turn either. I am part of the they, because the tape said he couldn't turn for whatever reason. That Travis Kelce shit works on the NFL. I don't understand why it's effective, but from now on, I'm viewing that as a green flag when I watch tape before the draft. Like if you don't look like you're turning fluid, first round,
high acceleration, low agility.
It's something about it. There's something about
change of pace, like legit, like the Le'Veon Bell. You're expecting everything always to be fast. So when somebody's just like, you looking to the sideline, you don't know what's going on.
Fannin is wearing.
Are just goodness gracious doing this to the Ravens. Yikes!
How bad was Lamar injury?
I didn't see the play, so I can't say that. I do know it was hamstring. Anything hamstring, I'm like, boy, this is. I just don't like to hear that. Do not like to hear that.
Ravens the top 5 pick.
New quarterback, new coach. Reset that franchise. Get that old man out of the backfield. Get a new quarterback and get Harbaugh out of. They can't stop Xavier Worthy, man. Pacheco scored a touchdown, man.
They need to get Harbaugh out of there. So far, my best take since the show's been back is that
mid-season. You think he makes it this season now? Because I think we discussed that. I was hesitant it happened mid-season. I also did not see them looking at 1 and 3 and getting dusted by 1 and 2. Like the Ravens losing to the Chiefs has kind of been how it goes lately, but they compete. They used to compete, man.
Sure.
Also, everyone on their team just keeps getting injured. So it's like y'all ass and cursed. It's worse.
Right. Yeah, it's not. It's just one of those seasons, you know. And I think what did I have? The DMV Bowl. I had them versus the Commanders. Not
both quarterbacks hurt.
Yeah, Daniels. This is how it goes. I don't know how serious that one is. They seem like they were just like, oh, we could probably win this one without him, and they could not, since that worked. So it did work well last week, to their credit. It seemed like they were trying to steal another one, and it got stolen on them.
The Ravens are back in it, man. Justice Hill just scored a touchdown. It's a 3-score game. Ravens got them right where they want. Don't leave too much time for Cooper Rush, man.
I mean, you want to talk about discourse. How much time's left? Can't be a lot.
Let's see. I think it's been such a thorough whooping, and this game started a little bit later. This one might have a few minutes left to it. Let's see. Bears Raiders are, so Bears just scored. Oh boy, we're about to get the Ashton Genty Legacy Drive. 2 minutes. I thought it was a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah, minutes. No, that's Cooper Rush leading a big comeback against the Chiefs. The discourse would never be worse or better, depending on who you are as a person.
Wouldn't be me retweeting it and furthering that agenda. Not me. That's not my style.
No way. No, sir.
Bears 2-pointer. What do you got? Intercepted. Good stuff.
So the Eagles beat the Bucs today, as they just tend to do. Did you see what AJ Brown posted?
No.
I want to go to 1K's 1K always opens account because
you might got to edit that man.
I mean, he's probably open. Oh yeah, it's on him.
He ain't getting 1K though. 500 yard, always open. 750, always open.
He just posted a screenshot from TikTok, but it's not the full talk. You want like it's just the top of the talk, and it's a quote. It says, "If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way." That's what he posted at 6:02 p.m. tonight.
Guy that doesn't want attention.
That's the don't make a scene's the funniest part of that. Absolutely. No, listen, I'm not making a scene. I'm just firing my gun straight into the air.
What's so wild is like, what was it, 31-24? The Eagles were kind of dominating that and then just couldn't really put it away, and Bucks kept chipping. I don't know, man.
I mean, Bucks are.
I've learned that this is a special teams league. But what do you say?
I was gonna say the Bucks were 3-0, and I believe all 3 of their wins were like sub 2 minute
very close
comebacks. Yeah. Like they were all last play of last drive of the game for them. So that if we all, I feel like we have one of those teams every year. It was the Chiefs last year, obviously. The Broncos famously were that team. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, the Bucks, but but so far 4 of their games have all been 1-score games, and it seems like they've had a chance to do something about it.
Yeah. Also in a division where, again, I just don't think they're really like concerned with it. Yeah. Like they can, yes, Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers and Geno Smith, we're gonna go out and have some lunch one day, Meg. I think those guys should meet each other. I think they'd have a lot in common.
Geno threw 3 picks today thus far.
Again.
Still time. Yeah. Who did he fucking carve up? it's week 1.
Tough out here.
Today was so like I can't enjoy the Patriots beating the brakes off of Bryce Young and the fellas. There was no enjoying that because we moved to 2-2 and should be 3-1. Strong case 4-0. Now I don't
stop it, Kenny.
I mean, again, these were games they all could have and should have won. They all had chances
or
to
lost
win them. I don't know that was true.
Except today, they was winning that one.
Yeah. Today,
I got no qualms with that.
Today was a pretty easy win, even though, again, first drive of the game. If you want some free cash, this is not financial advice, but if you want some free cash, whoever the Patriots are playing are going to score on their first drive, and what's going to look like the easiest drive you've ever seen happen on a football field. I don't know what the fuck. They come out of these gates embarrassingly slow. They walk right down 6-0 like that. Tommy Tremble touchdown. They miss the extra point. We go 3-and-out so quickly. And then I think we force a 3-and-out, or at least a short drive that ends up in a punt. Marcus Jones houses it. I think he had like 180 punt return yards.
Should have had 2. Yeah, should have had 2 of the things.
Outrageous.
Special teams is so bad, and it's a good thing. And I say that not condescendingly, not joking. It has made what has generally been like just the fast forwardable, the skippable, the commercialable part of the game. You don't know if you're going to get a 65-yard kick. It might get blocked and returned 90 yards the other way. Punt returns are happening. Like so much is happening. And a lot of these drives, I feel like it is like quicker or easy to have a quick drive because you're getting the ball to 40, you get the ball to 36-yard line, or 40-yard line. So even like an offense is cooking. Somebody said, yeah, nobody's getting a K anymore. It's like even if you're cooking, nobody's cooking statistically wise because everybody's starting short field.
Yeah, that part I don't like. I don't know how they.
Oh, I think I'm in.
They need to still tweak it one more time. Like I think we're close. I think they were very far away last year. I think that was the farthest away they've been. I think they're back to close to what it should be. One more tweak. And I don't know what it is.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of liking the blend we got now. We've also seen multiple the Bills punter, man. They might have to take his leg. He got hit like direct plant leg. I was like, oh God,
that's no good. I didn't see that.
That looks awful.
Yeah, that and I understand like what a boring game for the Bills to play, but that game was
wasn't boring.
Winnable for the Saints.
That's what I'm saying. That wasn't. I think I'm just out on Kellen Moore, man.
Okay.
Just like I think I'm in on Spencer Rattler, out on Kellen Moore.
Interesting.
Like watching Rattler is just like, okay, there is something here. I'm not saying he's like a top 8 or top 16 quarterback, but I was like, he seemed like playable. They're frisky every week. I'm out on Kellen Moore, and it's something the announcer pointed out at halftime again. I think like 2nd and 10, one of those, you have some timeouts. You can technically call a timeout, force the Bills to run a play, use your last timeout, get the ball back. Now, are you going to do anything with the ball back in 26 seconds? Probably not. Is there some downside? Absolutely. We the Saints, like, again, we're trying to establish a mindset. This year, we're not winning a lot of games. The announcer points like they did it last week as well. You take the timeouts with you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? So, I don't know. Maybe again, I feel like the offense looks decent for like a not good team. So it's like maybe he is like scheming things up well. But the mentality, the when to go for it, all that, not a fan. Not that he consults me anymore. Not that he takes my calls anymore. But
no, which is part of his problem.
So to say.
I was thinking about it today. I feel like coaches in general don't utilize timeouts on defense nearly enough. Like I understand they're saving it for their offense for a situation that they're already fucking up with the timeouts most of the time. Right. And it's like, you see some of these 16, 17 play drives, less now because of the short field, but if you punt throughout the course of a game, you can still pin someone decently far back. But one of these 15, 16 play drives, like your guys are gassed. I don't care how much you've been substituting. Like they need a breather. I know the offense gets more time to talk about what they're doing, but this isn't.
They know what they're doing.
They're already doing it super well. So like, how about we take a quick one, get the boys? What are you seeing out there? Because that's what you really don't have enough time. That's why they look at the plays after a drive. That's why they get the printout and get on the surface, so they can be like, what were we seeing? What can we communicate? What is working for them? You do it in the middle of the drive. Do it when it's like, 12 plays. They're still right on the field goal. Like they're probably going to kick a field goal from here. We want to keep them at 3. We don't want 7 right now.
Just got a block kick to seal the game for the Bears. Special teams is so back, man.
They are very back. I mean, Isaiah Rodgers again blocked a field goal today.
This was like Daniel, 7 career game winning field goals, final 2 minutes. I don't even think that was a crazy distance. Yeah, they're at the 54-yard attempt. So not short, but these days, 54, a chip shot. And
I trust these kickers more from that 50 to 60 range than I do from like the 20 to 30 range these days.
It's something with they said they letting them like scuff up the ball like they use beforehand now. So I'd be perfectly fine with like juice special team balls like for this for only this purpose. Would be perfectly fine with it. That adds some excitement, man. The NFL, they 2 Monday nights this week. Vikings overseas back to back. They've got this thing figured out.
Yeah, Jets, Dolphins, and Bengals, Broncos.
Yeah,
what a slate! What a slate of some football.
I need T. Higgins to not do anything, please. T, please. I got 4-0 on the line, baby. I need nothing from T.
Before we talk about the Jackson Dart era kicking off, what did you see this Saturday? Because I saw a little bit of Alabama, Georgia, and I can't believe Georgia 4th and 1 in the red zone within the 10. We're like, you know what? We're going to hand it to a white guy. I still can't believe that happened. Again, I can't believe it didn't work. That was the most shocking part.
That's Saban still in Kirby's head, man. He just see that crimson. Don't know how to act. Even DeBoer got one. I saw like UGA fans legit. They're like, man, we're gonna lose to Kentucky this week. It's that bad. I said, it's y'all's first time, huh?
Just wait till the game starts.
So cute, yeah.
I mean, Georgia, they had, I think it was the freshman drops the long touchdown, like walk-in touchdown. I saw people trying to kill Gunner today. He has over 200 yards and multiple touchdowns if that one just gets caught. And that wasn't like, it was a tough one. No, it was in his hands. He took a couple steps with it, almost closer to a fumble than a drop, honestly. So that's where it's like, A, you win the game. B, your quarterback looks like he has a great day with just that one play that he made. It wasn't he didn't drop it.
Right. I was just saying that's how close it is. And it seemed like for a while, I was like, oh man, they really got him. Then UGA like steadied themselves and was like, okay, they're gonna get back in this. And no, to Bama's credit, they battened down the hatches, so to say, and like held them out of it. That was JV. I was watching Kentucky, South Carolina. I was watching Penn State fans yell at James Franklin. He's just he's like miniature Ryan Day time. It's like, man, I can beat everybody except for, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, here we go. James Franklin
10 teams.
He is 2-21 against AP top 6 opponents. The second worst mark of any coach in FBS history. He's lost 15 straight such games. And I saw the question, and I'll ask you and ask chat. I know what the first thing people think of when I ask about Penn State football. I understand that. But what are the legit expectations for this? Yeah, LeVar Arrington, Abdul Carter, and the like. But it's like, what are the legit, like if he's beating everybody except for top 6, does Penn State have enough expectation? Like again, right now, not on what Joe Paterno did in yesteryear, and right now, the NIL, the portal, all that right now. And the case is yes, because they're putting Tyler Warren and Abdul Carter and Saquon, like Sunday talent after Sunday talent after Sunday talent. Drew Aller will be, he's not playing as well as people would have liked, but he's still going to play on Sunday. I don't know how well or for how long. But it's like, what are the expectations? If y'all win 9 games, lose to those top guys, still, like you're in a good bowl game every year. You're putting Sunday guys into the league every year. Yeah, like Shake says, it's a very high floor, a pretty low ceiling. Is that such bad living?
Well, they were Final Four last year.
They were, let's see, they were at least Final 8. They won
because the game Drew Aller looked like he threw it into the stands with the game on the line, like backwards actually. Penn State fans are more upset with James Franklin than they were with Joe Pa. That's a fact. UGA of the 2010s. That's an interesting.
I was gonna say that's kind of if you think they're that side, like this is just a sleeping giant, that James Franklin right now is their Mark Richt, and they just need a Kirby Smart. But there's also a case that's like, is he pushing it to the limit?
He might be. He's done a objectively good job. Like as someone who doesn't give a fuck whether they win or lose, objectively great job. Like you said, getting all that Sunday talent in there. Their fans, to your point, because I feel like I know so many of them, they come into every year. To me, they're indecipherable from Notre Dame. They're the same school, like the exact same school. And like this was the take of the weekend too. It was one of the college football writers, and he was like, "I'm not a draft guy, but whoever their quarterback is, I don't know his name off the top of my head. Whoever Notre Dame's quarterback is, it looks like the number 1 pick of the 2027 draft." And when I go back in my brain, they say that about every freshman Notre Dame quarterback, all of them. And what are they? 1-4, 1-3? Like they have not been. I don't know when he took over. I have no idea when he started starting games because he's a true freshman. But yeah, I know they lost
the first 2 and we're still ranked. People didn't like that.
Same. But Penn State, especially coming off of last year, was it Final Four? Did we?
It was. Yeah, they won the first round, won the Fiesta, lost in that Orange Bowl. To Notre Dame?
Notre Dame. Okay.
Yeah.
So exactly
by 3 points. So again, it's like, okay, we're getting there. We're losing. It's not great to be losing.
Dirty game.
Yeah. So it's like we're there. Of course, we would much prefer to beat these teams, but we're there about every year. We're going to keep, I don't know what the recruiting class is at now. I'd imagine it's in the top 10 or 15. He's an objectively good coach.
Right.
They want great results. And it's like again, Texas A&M was mad. It's like you got to have realistic expectations.
Right.
Maybe the fans are right. It's like, no, we're getting this. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to compete with this. And then you just look at the history. The concept, if Dabo and James Franklin switch spots, is each program automatically a title contender?
I think Penn State burns to the ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that benefits Penn State. Yeah.
Dabo's like, we are worshiping false idols here. And they're like, yeah, we fucking are. Yeah, and we're thrilled about it. I can't imagine a worse. I get what you're saying, but I don't know. Like, I have a lot of respect for the coaches that have come into Penn State after everything that happened. Like Bill O'Brien did a really good
Whatever
job
happened there. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's to say?
The Kerry Collins year.
Bill O'Brien came in, did a really good job. And I think it was then just James Franklin. I'm pretty sure it's just them too.
Let me see.
Maybe one in the middle I'm forgetting.
No, Billy O'Brien went 8-4 and 7-5 in 2 years. James Franklin got there in 2014 and has won 7-7, 11-11, 9-11, 4 in the 2020. That don't count. 7, 11, 10, 13. And now this year. So it's like, I get that. I got a home for James Franklin if he like bluegrass and things of that nature.
That's what I mean. I feel like he gets a rap as a bad coach because the expectations are so high. He's I don't know, like Mike McCarthy without the ring. Like obviously a good coach, but like I don't know how much it's like they got out. That game, when I woke up and saw that game went to overtime, I was shocked. I thought Oregon had that wrapped up. Like I didn't watch it. I just saw the score, and I just expect Oregon to win that game. Oregon loses much later in the season. That's what they do. They don't lose now.
These days,
later in the year. So yeah, I don't know. I think their expectations are probably a smidge too high, the fan base and whatnot. But I say that about Notre Dame every year too. Like I view them as quite literally the same. Pre-Chiefs Patrick Mahomes, Cullen.
Let me say, I know last week, a brief cat's corner. You said you were out on Lenore Sellers because of the goggles. If I told you he doesn't wear the goggles, does that change things?
For sure, yeah.
He doesn't wear them anymore.
It doesn't make me in, but it doesn't make me.
That's why I said, does it change things?
Yeah. Removes the heart out.
He doesn't wear the goggles anymore.
Wow, that's big.
I was. He didn't need him yesterday. He needed his helmet yesterday. I say this there's a talk. It happens every few years. It's like, should Kentucky just move? Like they can't compete in SEC football. Should they move conferences? And the question is like, should they go to the either like ACC or MAC? And I've seen it being termed as like, oh, you want to sell like you think you'd be an SEC team in the ACC, you'd just be ACC Kentucky. And I say, is that a bad thing? It's like basketball, you could definitely say if you just throw Kentucky in a conference with Duke and North Carolina and say they're playing again, conferences mean the name conference means nothing now. But it's like, is it better to sell yourself like, yeah, we're the doormat of the best conference, versus being like, no, we could probably be pretty middling in a less conference. You're not getting as much money, revenue, all that. But to what point is it like, yeah, let's just keep getting our teeth kicked in? Because yesterday, I don't know, Cat scored 10 points a meet. I feel like once the scripted plays are out, the offensive coordinator was like, boys, y'all got any? Can we ask Madden? Can we ask Herb Street what he got on a play? Big 12 is cake right now. That's why I say like ACC has a like legit decent team. I was like, do you want to be Georgia Tech? I'm like, I would love to be like right now. Georgia Tech's I think 5-0. Yes, I would like that.
So this is I'm looking at the SEC. I understand you feel differently, but as someone from Oklahoma's in this conference,
sure.
What is going on?
Listen, Stanford and Cal are in the Atlantic Coast. We've lost our way, Mick. The way has been lost.
That was what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, this classic Big Ten showdown, Oregon and Penn State. And I see that you guys are confirmed at the bottom, so I understand the doormat conversation, but that just really hasn't been the case in like recent years. Like, I understand it's bad right now for sure, but another team that's been putting, it's DBU right now. It's been putting talent into the league. If you want to move on from the coach, and like you watch way more than I do, so I get it. But like Auburn's 0-2. That's another like not a historic doormat. They're a historic doormat in their rivalry. Florida's doesn't have any confidence.
I mean, that's the Alabama though. They got a title, a trophy room. A lot of schools would love to have.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Arkansas has just done something very funny. They got their big tittied coach out and brought in the guy addicted to big titties in. Like, love that. Mississippi State.
Like they couldn't have made offensive coordinator, defense, like yin and yang.
Like Mississippi State's a team I look at as like a doormat that has been a doormat. Vanderbilt, obviously, they've got this Diego Pavia mania of these last 2 years, but they're the doormat. So I understand, but that's not enough for me to like want to abandon the SEC. I do, with the way it is right now, I could see them being the best team in the conference 1 year, not necessarily under the current circumstances, but Kentucky
being the best team in the SEC.
Yeah, I'm not saying with Stoops. I'm not saying today, but with the way things have gone with college football changing, I don't think it's that crazy that they could have like an unreal transfer year.
I feel like the way they do that is if they like who you'd be looking at is like Indiana. I mean, Vanderbilt also, but Indiana on a higher level. It's like, okay, we're
even Ole Miss
conference. Yeah, but I gotta see it all the way with Ole Miss. Indiana, they got smoked, but they made it there and seem like they're better this year to the playoffs.
Although, let me talk about Indiana real quick. Did you see the final play of the game?
I did.
The clock had expired when he was at like the 20. I don't. Why did he keep going?
It like the previous play, the refs were kind of. Indiana was trying to run out that entire drive, like just, and the refs were kind of like clocking. It's like, man, y'all could have let it 2 more seconds run off. This game would be over. So I get wanting to make sure, like, run it out. NFL team was it the Eagles? Somebody did that today.
Oh yeah, I've seen it before.
What I'm saying, I was like, okay, you're trying to prevent risk. The clock is done. Fall. There's only risk after that. That was my thing. Fall down.
Yeah, I don't, or run all the way through the back of the end zone. Either or, like you can't.
Right? Don't. Yeah.
Falling down.
The defender got way too close to you.
Yes.
While you were still running, which is only bad for us.
Yeah, that was. I get it. I get it for sure. I also don't understand why, if you're in shotgun, because what was it? 2 seconds, 3 seconds left. It wasn't a lot.
3. It was. I think 3. I believe 3.
Roll out, air it out, throw it as far as you can. Obviously out of bounds, but like. Don't, that could have ended in a disaster, absolute disaster.
I would have said, can I do that same thing to my punter? Let's just do a long snap back to my punter and do the same exact,
or running back like someone else.
We can do it normal. I have a play that is not my first round quarterback running 40 yards backward and then getting tackled after the game is over. But again, I say all that to say, like, as it's currently constructed, as somebody pointed out, I can't remember who in chat. Yeah, Shake Griffin said, like, for the revenue share, teams got like 20 million, and the breakdowns came out. Kentucky devoted like a big majority of theirs to basketball, and the rest of the SEC went mostly football. And people are saying, well, how can you ever expect to compete if you're not going to commit that? And I think Kentucky's saying, as it is now, we're not going to compete. Like, that's just kind of the game. Like, Vandy is past us, like in a ranked way. Mississippi State, you mentioned, they're 4-1. I think they just lost to LSU Tennessee. Or somebody. Yeah, Tennessee. So 1 loss, and their rank loss. South Carolina, we had beat 7 out of 8, and now they beat us 4 straight. So it's like any streak you had flipped has been flipped. You're at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, no, as it's currently constructed, there's no avenue where we'd be the single. There's no where it would break right and we'd win. You would need 10 minimum, 10 games minimum, 11 at best.
I'm not saying this year, or if you're gonna, and I understand it's year 2 of Mark Pope. So I understand being like, we want to go all in on this guy year 2 before we decide if he's got the keys forever. So I understand
we need our
that
strength
part
to be strong. So I didn't have a problem with the revenue share.
Yeah, and I don't even hate bouncing back and forth. How much? Let me see if I can pull this up. Like, how much did Tommy Castellanos get in the portal? I don't even know if this is like public information.
I would say they've got, I think On3 does the estimated numbers.
So 800K to go from BC, which I know a lot of people are not checking for the BC quarterback since Matt Ryan, but like 800K, that's the kind of guy I think you can hit on and get lucky. Again, not this year, obviously, maybe not even under Stoops, but in terms of big picture, should we move to the ACC? I don't know what that really does.
But that's the thing. Kentucky. If I'm an 800K quarterback, why would I go to Kentucky?
Well, I'd pay him more. That's what I'm saying. I say identify that quarterback, that player.
With what money? They don't have revenue. That's what I'm like. With what money? So it's like, where are we getting?
It's not like you paid nothing. I'm sure you guys are currently rostering someone that's over at 800K.
At quarter that I don't.
Not a quarterback, just someone. Just
at someone. Player. I hope. I don't know. I watched yesterday's game, and I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
But in like very recent history, you got a Billy Levis, you got a buddy from Wisconsin, Graham Mertz. Like there's been quarterbacks who have picked
Devin Leary.
Oh, Devin Leary, excuse me. Yeah. But you picked Leary over Mertz, right? I remember you being very nervous Mertz was going to be the pick.
The word was like, as the portal opened, it was like Mertz is a done deal. And then he went to, I think, Florida. So Leary ended up Kentucky, if I remember correctly.
So these are like pretty, for college standards, like top shelf options. Like Will Levis is a top shelf option to go there. So that's where it's like, and that was slightly before portal hours.
But at the time he wasn't, because at the time,
he was that's what I'm saying.
Backup quarterback. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like get a guy who had high school pedigree coming out of that.
We did that with Brock Vandergriff and won 4 games last.
Oh yeah, it's
like,
not going to work every time. I'm just talking about.
I know. I watched it. Yeah. But that's the whole. I think the thing with Kentucky in this conference right now, you're never one player away. You're just not. Sure. Even if that player's like Cam Newton, like you could not drop Cam Newton on this team and have him. Listen, he'd win a lot of games. He'd do some great NIL podcasting, some great commercials for K-Layer, but not in this era, this portal era. So it's like, okay, should you build the rest of the team? How do you navigate this? Because again, you spend that $800K and you get a Brock Vandergriff, a guy who plays half the season. It's like, well, fuck, that was our big ticket item this season. Yeah, this season's cooked. So
super.
Does that matter as much in the AC? I mean, again, Devin Leary came from the ACC. Castellanos came from the ACC. Can you be that? Even if a quarterback performs well for us and leaves to perform better for a bigger school, can we be like? There's value in being that feeder school if you know you're putting out good.
Oh yeah, I mean,
product versus being the bottom feeder of the conference.
Key in Barrington,
Barryon Brown.
Yeah, Barrington Levy and
Shibbity doubly.
Yeah, like if you have those, because were they both freshmen last year? Freshman, sophomore? I know
they're still this is year 4. They're seniors this year.
Jesus,
like they could have went pro. So it's like this is year 4.
But those two guys were with Kentucky last year. If it's not Vandergriff, if you hit on a different quarterback, that season just looks that much different. So it's not as if there's no talent ever there, especially at receiver. I feel like Kentucky just gets athletes. So if they have,
Levis was there with those guys, and it just didn't like
Levis so it stinks. Like
he didn't in college though. That's the point.
He was okay.
Also, we can go wherever, but as I see more of the Tennessee Titans. Again, Levis was bad last year. There's no question about it. I think Callahan might be terrible, dog.
Like, sure. Yeah.
Like, and again, like they kept showing it today. It's like, man, Baker cast off, and Baker is a top whatever number you want. I won't even get into the number. I don't disagree with that. Whatever quarterback you want to put in there. Darnold looks good, man. He looks better than I thought he would have looked. Even Carson Wentz has like for starting a different team every year, has looked solid. So it's like if I think I got something at quarterback, I might got to keep him before the I don't know how many coaches you cycle through. But if it's like if I'm the Tennessee Titans, I say right now, I think Cam Ward's a guy. I think we can be something with him. I don't know if we can be that with Brian Callahan while he's at the helm. So is it going to be Cam Ward gets a second coach is not good there, and then Cam Ward is cast out? Do you get a third? Like, you know what I'm saying? How long do you wait? But in general, it's like, man, situation literally more than ever. Yeah, thank you, Shake. Daniel Jones looks great. So it's like, yeah, if you came from a terrible, like when Will Levis is healthy, I would take a chance on him as a backup. Like, let's just see. Maybe you were terrible and the scheme was terrible. Maybe the scheme was so terrible there was no way for you to even look competent because Callahan has any Titans fans there, I can't imagine there's much like anybody inspired. Like Browns are losing, but they got young talent. They're feeling pretty good. Again, Saints are losing. There's some things to like. I don't know if I can say that for the Titans, Cam and A.O. Manor aside.
I'm just trying to see how many quarterbacks right now are guys on like their second or third chance.
Rebounders.
Not like a Joe Flacco, who's just been in the league forever.
A lifer, yeah.
But a guy like a Darnold, like Geno,
2,
like Jordan Love doesn't count for this. He was like part of their plan. But Baker, obviously.
That's 3.
It's not on his second team, but Purdy was not their plan. Like that was for sure. But he also doesn't work for this point. Daniel Jones, as of now, works for
4.
this point. I think that may be it. I said Baker, obviously. Like Rodgers doesn't count for this.
I won't if Carson Wentz shows himself like, hey, I'm backup caliber. Like whatever happens next year, I should be on a roster. And again, maybe more. If he shows like, hey, I'm a top 40 quarterback. Like if you got a 32nd best quarterback, you should have me as a backup competing with him. I should be on somebody's roster.
Yeah, like the Colts did with Daniel Jones this year. And I would put Justin Fields in this. I understand why other people wouldn't, but I think I'm in on higher pedigree players that it didn't work out, especially if they have any connection to the Jets whatsoever. Like there was a reason Sam Darnold went 3 in his draft. There's a reason Baker went 1 in the same draft. There's a reason Wentz went 2 and was looking like an MVP until he got hurt in Philly. Now he definitely threw an interception today. I still don't know why that was overturned. Sure. I don't know why that was overturned. I mean, Kirk was
Raiders had 1 too. It was like, I think that's an interception. I don't know why they called it back.
I mean, Jalen Ramsey housed that fumble recovery just because Jordan Mason happened to be touching it while he's out of bounds. That should almost be if you can't run out of bounds and then run back in and touch it, I don't know why you touching it out of bounds is like a dead ball if you don't have possession. That's nonsense to me.
I think Jalen Ramsey wasted a great celebration. The fake limp into the end zone, hit the gritty against Minnesota, and it's called back. It's tough.
So yeah, I'm in on too easily disposed quarterbacks. I think all of them, and I understand each and every one why they aren't in their current situation.
Right.
But the Panthers had 2 of those fucking guys.
That's the one they keep showing the Sam and Baker in practice. And I know Baker's like Steve Wilkes left me for dead. And Steve Wilkes was like, I coached 4. They didn't even give me keys, bro. Like what power do you think I had?
I did think it was strange he put that on Wilkes. I was like, I don't know if this is the guy you should be furious with. Like, be furious. It clearly works for you, but I don't know if that's the guy.
Whatever worked. Will said, man, I didn't even get a parking spot. And you think I got it was McCaffrey. I don't like him. DJ Moore. I don't need him.
Yeah, they made me buy my own polo to coach. They didn't even give that to me.
But yeah, no, there is. That's where it's like it's tough because some first rounders like, yeah, some guys just never, like maybe Zach Wilson never had, Anthony Richardson maybe never had it, but also, I don't know. I just feel like situation more and more, I feel like it's still too underrated in how a particular player is judged. And I don't know how you fix it when we haven't talked the Giants. Is Dayball back now? Like, is he back because Jackson Dart looked good? Are they all cooked? Like, I hope it's not true, but the neighbor's injury didn't look or sound good. I don't know if anything's confirmed yet.
I didn't even see he got hurt.
Yeah, he got it looks like ACL. Did not look good at the time. It's rumored to be ACL. So it's like, does that buy everybody time? Dart did, and the part I saw, he did admittedly look good, but it also seemed like they got to run the offense they wanted to run with, like, design quarterback run, some mobility from your quarterback, and now who knows? So it's like, oh man, is Dayball back? Is he? If Dart's good, is he back? If Dart's bad, is he out? If Dart's good, do you can him anyway and say, well, we got good Jackson Dart, we can get anybody to coach him? Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know if they like have a reasonable record at the end of the year. I know they said playoff or bust, but I think if because Dart, I mean, he was fine. He was 13 to 20, 111 yards, 5.5 yards per attempt. And then
them guys like him, man. I'm putting more stock into that too. Them guys rock with, for whatever reason, they rock with him.
10 carries for 54 yards, so sub 200 yards total, but they got the win, which is the most important.
I guess a good Chargers team.
When you're a rookie making your first NFL start and you go out there and win, it's less about the numbers, especially with a team that was defeated, had no wins before today. So that's going to look better. Yeah, I don't think 4-12, 4-13 is going to do it, but if they go like,
they're 0-2, so it's 2 if Jackson Dart goes what?
Sure.
Final what? 15. He's 1-0 now, so you got 14 left. If Jackson Dart goes,
they're 1-3 right now.
1-3 currently.
So he's 1-0.
If he gets some, I'm looking. Their next month is at New Orleans. That's a winnable game. Thursday night home for Philadelphia. Thursday night games are just weird. At Denver the next Sunday. We'll see how Denver looks tomorrow night. That could be winnable. Then at Philadelphia again. So Philadelphia twice in a month is tough, but
I guess get it over with.
They call your medicine at once, kid. That's Jalen Carter. That's Jordan Davis. After this month, you won't be seeing them anymore until next year. So
you listen. I may start Russ or Jameis in both of those games, especially the Thursday.
Nah, throw them in the fire, baby.
Nah, I can't do it. You'll see him next year. Like, I want you to get the full year under your belt before you deal with those hooligans.
I know Firkins loves his Giants and loves Brian Daboll. If they finish, so that would mean Jackson Dart went 5-10. If he finishes with 5, is that
with no Malik Neighbors? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Assume Neighbors is out. Say Scatterbo has a solid year. Assume like everything else. Andrew Thomas is in and out. Pass rushes look good, but if he gets 5 wins, what do they do at the end of the year?
I think 5 they would cut him. They would cut not Jackson Dart. They would cut Dayball and because that would be an indictment on the rest of the squad, really. Like I don't know. They gave up so many points. Like they should be 2-2 if they just played an average game against the Cowboys defensively.
If they just put in Jackson Dart on their last drive, I think they do it. I think they do it too.
Yeah, Aikman had a brutal start, but they had a tremendous amount of buy-in from the owner with the coach and the quarterback, so they weren't like that's
locked in.
Yeah, that's the kind of buy-in you need organizationally, and we know that the Giants have announced that they do not have that. They announced that in January. They did they were like, "We promise you, we will be firing."
Week 17, they did the Pete Alonso.
Yeah, it was like when
18 was sticking out.
When Arizona State met Herm Edwards on the field, and they were like,
"Hey, big dog,
hand on shoulder." Yeah, you are fired now. Like now.
Listen, here's a Lyft $50 Q. This is how you're getting home.
I mean, just let them roll the rest of the year. Probably trade Thibodeau before the deadline. I know some teams I've seen teams talking about wanting him. So yeah, I would just
trade Burns.
They just paid him when they got him, didn't they?
This is the Giants.
Sure, but I would trade Thibodeau and keep Burns. Unless
trade Carter.
Unless someone's offering me something crazy. Like what the Rams allegedly offered for Brian Burns last time.
I was going to say, we've seen it happen. They might have another ring right now, but boy, he'd be in LA if I was running them Panthers right now.
I think they keep all the pass rushers, says Bert. It's possible. I mean, trades not always the easiest to come by, even if the NFL's been more prone to do it. As of late, I assume Thibodeau could probably get a Montez Sweat-esque return. Was that a 2?
He got a 2. You got to see what Ryan Poles has available.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like Kayvon, I'm looking at, again, only the stats. He's got, in 4 games this year, half a sack and a stuff. So 2.5 sacks and 2 stuffs through 4 games this year.
Yeah, he just needs to be paid pretty immediately, which is why I think
this is year 4 for him. So yeah,
I think a 2 mid-season is probably fair for a team that you assume is contending, unless it's like the Bears and they're just trying to get.
I would say that's too rich for me because the Bears, they did pull the 2-2, so maybe that was a good trade in payment for Montez Sweat. All right. Is the GM tied with Daboll? Do I want him making those decisions? Do I even want him trading Kayvon or Burt, or like, do I want him making any long-term decisions? Unless it's like, okay, guys, y'all won 6 games. Okay, everybody comes back.
If I don't know, if you're the owner and you have to approve this anyways, it's like, yeah, I want as many picks from my next guy as possible, and I know I'm not paying that guy what he wants. Would be the logic for the owner's side of things. I
do wonder, he has
for sure. That's why I'm not paying him. That's what he has underperformed.
Well, he's having a good year. Do you chalk it up to contract year? Do you now? I just wonder now, because people will sign, like, them signing Burns and trading him in 16 months is just not off the table anymore. It's like, do you just sign him anyway? I don't think it really matters until Carter has to get paid. I don't think you don't want to pay all 3 of those guys at the same time, but he's a rookie. So it's like, do I want to? Is there a chance, like, next year our pass rush looks so terrifying? Malik Neighbors is coming back. Knock on wood, maybe he's not out, but is in the mix. Jackson Dart's got a full year. We've either got the top coach on the market, or we feel good about Daboll righting this ship. Is the 3rd round pick going to help us right now? Because if Daboll stays, it's still going to be win now, right? I don't think so. Okay, the time is reset. You guys got 6 years to build it back up.
So yeah, I would move him. I would just try and get as many picks for next year, because they need offensive linemen as well. Like, they just need some stuff.
I agree.
Trying to see what else happened in the National Football League today.
Yeah, who else? What?
Packers, Cowboys tonight.
What's Micah do? What are we thinking, chat? What does Michael Parsons do in this? Just another game. Did not circle this on the calendar. I didn't even know we were playing.
Do you see them ask? Someone asked him if he was getting tickets for this game, and he was like, "I still have my suite.
Still live in my same. I still have my key. I work out here."
And they were like, "There are no refunds," and he was like, "Nah, not an option." So he's just paying for nine Cowboys games this year.
I love it. I'll put out a calls like, "Hey, whoever the Cowboys playing, man, y'all got a free suite. They're gonna get shown on TV, man. Let's have some fun. Break some shit. I don't care. Like, run on the field. What do I care?" So these tickets belong to M. Parsons. Is that you?
Yeah, I don't pray for Dak Prescott. Pray for anyone that's going to get the ball in the backfield. Just pray for them real quick.
Is this one of the random games that they win and Jerry like vindicate like the Mavericks getting the #1 pick and Nico's like, I told you. It's like, that's not really. Jerry wins tonight. They go 2-14 or 2-15. He's like, huzzah.
I wouldn't shock me because, like we talked about, the Packers are coming off that Browns loss last week. So I think that's why I'm leaning Packers. Because if they, last week I was willing to chalk it up to a fluke. They lose this one, now it's you can't.
Two's a trend.
You can't leave September with the same record as the Patriots and have me be like super high on you. Like that's just not how this is going to work.
Can't do it.
No.
Well, so do the Browns lead the NFC North now? Do I have this correctly? The Packers beat the Lions. The Lions beat the Browns today. Mm-hmm. But the Browns beat the Packers last week, so Cleveland's 1 game up.
I see. Yeah, that's how I see it
on the NFC North. Also, did you see the we're into? I think every week we're just going to start getting Myles Garrett trivia. He's just at that point of his career. He is going to check. He didn't have any sacks today. He's still 1.5 sacks away from tying Reggie White for the most sacks in NFL history before age 30. He has 106.5, Mick. 106.5. He turns 30 December 29th. He's got 12 more games. So if you think that over these next 3 months of football that Myles Garrett can get
2 sacks,
two sacks, he will become the all-time leading sack getter, before the age of 30. And so I said, what did Reggie White do? Reggie White had 110 through age 30, but it doesn't include 2 USFL years. So that's kind of the 24.5 sacks there. Now, Bruce Smith, who at the all-time sack leader, had 106 through 30. He had 6 seasons of double-digit sacks after the age of 30. Reggie Smith had 5 double-digit sack seasons after the age of 30. I say that to say, is Myles Garrett just going to retire with like 250? Like, not kidding. Like, he, knock on wood, it's still football. He takes incredible care of himself. He didn't do any of that USFL jazz. I think he started at 20.
Still might.
He could do both at the same time. I don't think it would really affect
That's his off-season warm-up.
I'm a Saskatchewan Rough Rider. I think, he started at, I think, 21 or 22. Bruce Smith and Reggie White started a little bit later. And, let me see I don't know, Parsons is what, year 5? This is year 5 for Parsons. He has 54 right now. He's 26. He just turned 26. So about 4 more full seasons. Could he get, we'll have to see what Myles Garrett sets this record at after this year. But could he get about 50 to 60 sacks the next 4 seasons? If he's healthy, for sure.
I was going to say he has the injury concern with the back already, but
right.
I don't know. I like it. Garrett might run this up to like 115, 117 if he has 12 weeks. I don't know. Myles Garrett's so impressive, and he's missed some time. I know he had the suspension. Obviously,
he did a bonking incident. Outside that, he played 11 games his rookie year, 10 games that year. Outside that, 16, 14, 17, 16, 16, 17. He's durable. Knock on wood.
Sure,
it's football, but he has proven to be durable.
I mean, I say it every time he comes up, but when we had Jay Glazer on the Yak back in the day, he has that gym that every crazy athlete ever has worked out in. So I asked, who's the best athlete you've ever seen? And it wasn't like we've had so many guys. There's this guy, there's this
some
guy.
hemming and hawing.
Immediately said Myles, like didn't blink. I don't even think I finished the question. He was just like Myles Garrett, hands down. And that continues to look correct. He's unbelievable. He gets so bored out there. He's like, let me hit a fadeaway first before I murder your quarterback.
He just started doing a different sport. He's gonna get past the left tackle like he's charging a bunt. He was like, I don't know. I was on my I was watching some Guardians baseball. I feel motivated.
Aaron Donald or Myles Garrett, I still have to go Aaron Donald. Still have to.
Yeah. What's like if both these guys can give me 20 sacks a year, then yeah, give me the defensive tackle that's doing it. Even though Myles Garrett is I play him as safety, whatever. He's still 18 and a half sacks a year. But I feel like you give Myles Garrett like 3 practices, he's like, I think I got it. Like, start me slow. Hey, start me slow. I need some heat on the quarterback, but I think I can hold up on the back end.
Imagine you're like Jordan Addison or someone today, like running, looking back for the ball, and you can just hear Myles Garrett approaching. You're like, this catch just simply isn't that important to me.
It's just one of I think of the Buda Baker DK Metcalf, and they really do it in the Christian Bale ones, but like every Batman, there's a scene where somebody is walking down an alley or something, and a mirror or something catches him in the back, and you can just see Batman's 100 yards away. I look at my watch. I look up. He's 60 yards away. I blink. I turn a corner. He's 20 yards away. Then he's in front of me. That's Myles Garrett. That's Myles Garrett. Just for every quarterback. And he don't. I think he's just so. He's like, man, I just write poetry and play football, bro. Like I don't. Like Reggie White had a whole side mission. I forget what happened there.
Like a blues brother, mission from God.
Yeah, a mission from somebody.
Yeah.
Garrett's the one that's like, I don't know, man. If he just decides, like, could I get 300 sacks? Like, could I just get 300 sacks? Maybe. I think the record is 200 on the dot because I remember thinking that's pretty sick.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Bruce Smith retired with 200 on the dot. Can't go out better than that. And as of right now, Myles Garrett is 34th all time. He is 29 years old with 106 and a half sacks. He's 2 behind Khalil Mack, who started playing 3 years before him. And
I'm shocked there's only a 3-year gap. Khalil Mack feels so much older to me. I don't know why.
He does. This is also something I didn't realize. TJ Watt and Myles Garrett were the same draft. I just don't think I realized it.
Pretty good.
Watt feels older than me. I mean, which I'm sure he's like physically older,
yeah,
but
I'm sure he is.
He's got 110. Calais, Cam Jordan, Von Miller. Von's the leading active guy, 131. Myles Garrett had it about like week 9.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's not crazy. Yeah, what a monster. I could see the only thing going against him, because like you just said with the poetry and whatnot, I wouldn't be shocked if he got like one more 3-year fully guaranteed deal and then was done with that. After that, he was just like, I'm fine. I proved my point.
Listen, it might be both. He's like, what if I go out at 34 with 250?
Sure, no doubt. I don't think that's crazy either.
I'll just check both off. Who are they? Yeah. Is it Super Bowl half? They're announcing that today. Is that what I'm understanding?
Maybe. I assume it's Taylor Swift, but
she declined. That's why.
Did she?
She passed. So that's. I think it's
bad sign for the Chiefs.
She's like, we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Is it not going to be Adele? I thought I saw something like confirmed.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. It probably is going to be Adele.
That would be I thought that was like confirmed already. I guess they announcing at halftime, but maybe it wasn't confirmed. I'm only seeing Taylor Swift declining it. It feels like an Adele type situation. Listen, Michael McDonald's D. Frank, I would be so in for some Doobie Brothers on the halftime show.
The Hall & Oates reunion. One last show.
They finally break bread in front of 247 million people.
I didn't know they weren't on speaking terms. That hurt my heart to find that out.
He couldn't go for it.
For like 30 years too. It wasn't even like recent.
It's been bad for mom and dad have been fighting for some time now.
Shabuzi just does his one song for 20 minutes.
I'll say he might. I haven't even heard it yet, but was it Juvenile? I think Juvenile was like, yeah, I'd like to hear Shabuzi like jazzify or do whatever he did, like to back that ass up. And Shaboozle was like, on it, ball. Like when Kobe was giving out missions. Juvie just giving out missions. Yeah, man. Because I'd really like to. Somebody should sample Ha and put a lot of money in my pocket when it hits #1 on the country Billboard record. But
got you, Skip.
Yeah, sure thing, ball. Still waiting on my assignment, Skip.
Can you imagine if in 2025 the Janet Jackson thing happened? I still refuse to believe everyone saw that on TV. No, we sure did. We sure did.
That's one of those now. Would they even play like the second half of the game? People be so upset. Would they even play the second half of the game? Nobody won that Super Bowl, man. Adele's nipple lost, man. We didn't even finish the game.
That was Ben McLemore who asked for the Kobe challenge and got completely ignored.
And now he's in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he got sentenced to prison. Let me not tails out of school. Sentenced to prison. I don't know if he's in prison, but sentenced.
All right. Yeah. We like to keep things fair here.
Just the facts.
Let's I gotta find out this MLB playoff bracket. We need Trilly's. Oh yeah. All the games start.
Oh, so yeah. So this was final day, wasn't it?
So this is how game 162 or day 162 happens in MLB. Every game throws first pitch at the exact same time.
Love it.
So that there can't be any funny business.
No shenanigans. I love that. I'm cutting the internet in every stadium. Like, don't even think you're gonna check your phone, man.
Yeah, they should rip it down like the scoreboards. I don't hate that. If you're gonna do it all the way.
Absolutely.
Let's
I'm flipping for the game now, and I just see it's season 37, episode 1 of The Simpsons. I said, man, just don't even put this. Like, don't put the nutrition facts on something.
Sure.
But you know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna eat it. But I don't need to know that it has 400%.
That's right, new episode, not from '94.
Hey, you know this has 8 times the sugar you're supposed to have this year, right? Not just like today, this year. It's like, yeah, I want it. I'm gonna eat it anyway. Okay. Quick picks, Okay, question. Wild card, which best of 1? Like
no, it's 3 now.
3 now. Okay.
3, and it's all in the higher seed stadium, all 3 games.
Oh, I like. So if I'm reading this correctly, we've got a Boston Red Sox New York Yankees series.
We sure do.
In Yankee Stadium, all 3 games.
I don't think either fan base is excited for it. The Yankees have been playing really good ball this last month. Unironically, like maybe they busted their nut like a smidge too soon. They were really pushing for the 1 seed, which they would have got if the Blue Jays lost this weekend. The Blue Jays didn't, so they have the 1 seed. Mariners have the 2 seed. The Tigers, who had been like they had the worst.
They did some storming. Yeah,
they had the Guardians did the storming.
Oh, yeah, correct. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I knew it.
The Tigers had the worst September in the history of baseball to still make the playoffs. That's what the Tigers did. The Guardians had an all-time run, reminiscent of the 07 Rockies, who just simply didn't lose a game from September until the World Series, where they were promptly swept.
I love a hit by pitch to clinch a playoff spot. Love it.
And eliminate the Astros. Like,
love it. No notes.
All-time fuck up. Just an all-time fuck up. And then you got the Brewers, the overall 1 seed. They've kind of just had that for a while now.
Yeah, that's one even I know. I was like, okay, so the Brewers been kicking ass since like June. I knew that.
Yeah, they've been pretty. They
had Foster's Brewers.
They had the worst start to the season. Like the Mets shithoused them. The opening, like their first 2 series, I don't think they got a hit for the first like 6-7 games of the year, and since then they've just been on it. The Phillies are always here. The Dodgers versus the Reds in the 3-6. That's real hoops right there. Dave Roberts versus Terry Francona. And then the Cubs and the Padres, which is like, as someone who cares very deeply about 1 series. Yeah, Torpedo Bats was against the Brewers. That's right. That's where the whole whole hurrah
Okay.
happened.
Yeah.
Cubs Padres to me is the most intriguing for
That's
anything that
one.
doesn't have to do with me. Tigers.
Yeah.
The Tigers didn't have to throw Skubal today because they clinched yesterday against the hungover Red Sox after the Red Sox clinched against the Tigers on Friday. So the Tigers got a free win yesterday, which allowed them to keep Tarek Skubal. It wasn't win or get in game 162. So that would have really helped Cleveland.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
If I'm Cleveland, we just faced Skubal last week and he was dog water against us. Like,
right. I would say interdivision games, you never know.
Sure. And like Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox is going to pitch game 1. He's been dominant, truly dominant against the Yankees this year. It's his first playoff game ever. He's never made this many. He's never thrown this many innings. So it's in Yankee Stadium.
It's different.
We'll see. Super different. But who's winning these wild card games, and then who do you have cutting down the nets?
So best ALCS is 3-7-7, right? I just want to make sure I got it right. There's 3-5-7. That's
no, there's no 5.
That's okay. I know there used to be. That's why
I think it is 3-5-7.
Is it 3-5-7? So
I could get this answer.
3-5-7-7 wild card 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be
3-5-7-7.
The DS has always been 5. So yeah, 3-5-7-7.
3-5. Okay. And all 3 are home. Yeah, let me see that bracket again.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stop scrolling.
I don't. I can't go against the vibes of a hit by pitch walk like that. Just Homer getting hit in the head and winning the game for the Isotopes type vibes. I won't go against that.
Not the Topes, friend. That was the power plant.
No, you're right. Yeah. Either way, give me Guardians. Give me Guardians in 2. I think they knocked that out.
Historically, whoever wins game 1 pretty much just wins game 2. And by historically, I mean this is like 3 years old.
2 years old.
Like,
yeah, right.
It's typically no game 3s.
So what's the vibe on Sox Yanks? I know you got to throw the records out. I'll just ask you this: is there any love lost between these two before I make my pick?
For the history of this great rivalry, it's like a 3 out of 10 on the love loss scale for where it's been before.
Right.
But I know whoever loses this is going to get laughed at for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not thrilled. I don't like our chances just in the playoffs. Now, if we win game 1, like I said, winning game 2,
we're winning it all.
Ryan Baio will be on the bump. Best 10-game start against the Yankees in baseball history for a starting pitcher.
Should he start game 1?
No, Crochet's he hasn't started against them 10 times for the Red Sox yet, so he may break that bar. His first 4 or 5 have been quite good, but it's been a lot of exposure for those two pitchers. So I don't love. I'm glad it's not at Fenway, but I'm not as confident as I have. Again, we haven't lost to the Yankees in the playoffs for a series. Obviously, we've lost individual games since 2003. The Aaron Boone walk-off. It's been that long since the Yankees have got us up out of the playoffs.
Oh, so baby, it's fate.
If they can't do it now, they're just never going to do it again.
Don't set them up for the. Don't try to.
No, again, our best player played. Our 2 best players, one of them played game 163 this year for the Giants. It's the first time since 2008 someone's played 163 games.
Bridges time.
And our second best player, our rookie Roman Anthony, still can't walk without excruciating pain in his ribs. So our offense has just been we kind of are the Guardians right now. We're going to beat you with pitching. We're kind of an AL Central team who the Yankees historically dominate in the playoffs. That's who they like to see coming. So it's I'm not going to say Crochet can't go out there and beat them 2-1. That's certainly on the table, but it's a taller task than it has been every other time we've faced them since 2004.
Last question. Wild, are these 3 games back Friday, Saturday, Sunday? No break for wild card? Or do you get any kind because you're not traveling, right? So
I believe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe there's one day. I know next Saturday is game 1 of the DS. So I think it's
winter probably gets 1 travel day, I imagine, and back to business if it goes the distance. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me Guards in 2. The Yankees in 3.
Oh, if it goes 3, they get no shot. No shot.
Yeah, Aaron Boone's redemption in 3. Dodger. Before the year, it was all, why do we even play, man? The Dodgers going 162, and here they sit the 3 seed in a best of 3, where literally who knows? They could sweep 2-0 easily, and they'd say, of course, it's the Dodgers versus the Reds. You need one bad game. I don't think we get it. I'll say Dodgers in 2. Cubs, Padres. Give me Cubbies give me 3. They won't make it easy on Nance or Cubs fans, but I think they do get it done.
Shout out Nance. Took in his first Fenway experience, and it was the walk-off playoff clinching game, and he was
good one to go to.
Yeah. You and Nance have been to 2 Red Sox games. They beat the Astros in the playoffs, and they beat the Tigers to punch their ticket. Very funny.
They won the title that year. The year I went, didn't they?
They sure did. Yeah, that was 18.
TBD.
The Cubs did lose Cade Horton, who was the best rookie pitcher in the NL Central this year. I don't care what anyone says. He was that good. Not that super hot of a take, but people love Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers. Cade Horton,
I'm a Miz man myself, but I get
Miz is filthy, but Cade Horton was just better. To be fair, I have not looked at Chase Burns' numbers, so that could be wrong, but Cade Horton was that guy. That's a big injury, though, so I am going to take the Padres there. The Padres turn it on this time of the year and then quickly turn it off in these next 2 rounds. You never know when, but they will win this one. I'm going the Reds. I'm going Terry Francona.
I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it at all. I would honestly love it. Legitimately love it.
I'm going Tito Francona over Dave Roberts. That has nothing to do with the players on the field at all. The Dodgers are it's like when Snell, Yamamoto, and I think Ohtani pitch for the last 45 games, they've all been disgusting. Like they've all been striking everyone out and losing. Like they've lost, they're 500 over those 3's last 40 starts. It's crazy. So it's just, I don't know. They, like, to your point, they could easily just show up and be like, yeah, we're the Dodgers. This is all we've been waiting for, the regular season's whatever. However, I would prefer not to play that way if I were them. So this is where it's just like, if someone's going to sneak them, the Reds doing it wouldn't really shock me.
That would bring me some joy. I think Dodgers Phillies would be the better series, but the Reds getting that done would bring me personal joy.
And then Phillies, I'll go Phillies Padres for the NLCS.
Okay. Double P action. Give me. I've got Dodgers, Phillies. That's a solid. I'll go Dodgers there, and then give me Dodgers Brew Crew. I think this Brew Crew runs a little bit. Been resting a little bit, which traditionally been bad. Maybe only for the Braves, but maybe we'll see. This is why we play the game.
Since they have gone to this, one of these wild card teams will be in the World Series. We don't know which one.
You just have to find whoever's going to get hot and win again, maybe 2-3 a game, and then get back into your series. You knock their ace out, and it's anybody's series.
That's what, part of it too is you're throwing your ace in one of these 2 games, so you're not going to have your ace for the next series for game 1. But if you win that one, now you have quite an advantage, because now you've taken one on the road, and now you have your ace going against not their race. So you do kind of have an upper hand if you can do that.
If you can not look too far ahead, then
win game 1 or 2. Win one of those 2 games, and you're in tremendous shape in the second round. I am going to go the Tigers on the left side of the board over the Guardians. Although if Cleveland, the issue with the AL Central is they typically see the Yankees pretty immediately, and the Yankees just don't lose.
I'll say they were just looking for twins, right? Twins, twins. I know it's not Central, but A's, right? Wasn't it Yankees A's?
Yeah, fairly recently. The A's typically just lose, but if they're not gonna, if one of those 2 isn't gonna make the ALCS at the minimum, through Seattle.
Right.
Like Seattle's been solid, no doubt. But if one of these two teams, you're not seeing the Yankees until early as the ALCS. You really don't have any excuse to not get to the ALCS. So yeah, give me Tigers all the way to the ALCS. Seattle just doesn't win playoff games. It's not what they do.
Who's facing them there?
Tigers. Oh, who's facing the Tigers?
Yeah, who's facing the Tigers? Yeah. Who's coming up that bottom left? Your bracket.
I was gonna say we won the season series pretty handedly against the Yankees this year, and I don't care if all 26 of our guys were in the ICU. I'm not gonna ever. I'll be on record picking the Yankees over the Red Sox. And we just like the Blue Jays were better than us early in the year, and we just kind of walked them down in their own stadium last week in must-win games for us and for them because they were fighting for this one seed very hard. I think Gosman's banged up now too, who is their ace. Barrios has been shaky for them, but looked better as a reliever, and now he's hurt as well. So yeah, I'll go Tigers Sox in the ALCS. Little 2013 rematch.
I don't want to be disrespectful to Toronto, but I am looking at that one seed. Like, if I'm Boston or New York, I'm looking like whoever wins. Like, we're trying to host. Ideally, yeah, we're trying to host the ALCS. Maybe Cleveland gets through, but we're looking at this like, yeah, we're trying to get through and be hosted. I'll go. I still got Cleveland, Seattle. Give me Seattle. Give me Seattle ALCS, where they will face the New York Yankees.
Yeah, it's got to be if you don't think the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
which is
I was gonna say I'm looking at Boston, New York. Yankees, Seattle, Dodgers,
Bad Bunny?
Brewers. Oh, baby.
Bad Bunny confirmed. He's coming back to America.
Is that right? I was gonna say, is he? Okay.
He's doing it from PR.
Zoom. Yeah.
That would be unbelievable. Yeah,
no,
Bad Bunny.
That's confirmed.
Wow. That's sick. My one concern, Adele's obviously tremendous and one of the great singers of our generation. I don't need a sad halftime show. I don't need the vibes to be brought down that low.
What if Bad Bunny just play some B-sides?
He's got plenty of sad stuff.
Monaco, the sad side.
He definitely has sad songs. But the beat is typically upbeat, and I don't know what he's talking about, so I'm still having a great time.
I would like in terms of like I think he will rock it. I think he will put on a great show. Where is the Super Bowl this year? I'm blanking. It was
San Francisco.
I guess he's like, hey, listen, I ain't gonna put my fans in harm's way. The NFL's fans, not my business.
Does he bring out Drake? First question. I would lean heavy no.
I would honestly, I feel like this. If you're Drake, you're probably not doing it for anything other than headline. I just feel
also
like
true. Also very fair.
That's how I would look at it. I don't. Oh yeah, no. He's so. I love Monaco. I know him when I hear him. I don't know the songs, but I know he's a good vibe, and I know if the mission is you got 20 minutes, can you rock it? I know he can.
For sure.
I know he can.
For sure. Maybe he brings out someone else from his genre. But yeah, that's
maybe he brings out Adele.
That time she was Jamaican. He brings out that version of Adele.
Rich Paul's like, this is great for the brand.
Smiling politely. Yeah, J Balvin and the fellas. So yeah, he has 1,000 collabs. I mean, the hardest worker in the world. Like I haven't seen any of the discourse. I know we're excited for it. I know there are people who are very much not excited about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be super vocal about not liking Bad Bunny. Maybe he may wrestle for the whole. He may bring the ring out instead of be like, this is.
He doesn't do a single song. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be before Adele. I was like, it's gonna be Jelly Roll, man. I feel like it's been too many
Too many rolls.
Too much melanin in the axe lately. I thought they would. Again, you gotta appeal to everybody. So I am pleasantly surprised to see bad. Like if I would hope the objective is like I'm watching this football game. I don't really care about, right? I'm at a party because I'm watching the Super Bowl. In 20 minutes, like is somebody gonna say who's this guy or what is that? And I feel like Bad Bunny is a who's this guy, type vibe.
They said
I know a lot of people would disagree.
Let me find the stats for this because this is real next gen stuff. Bad Bunny. Typing live stream on anything is
careful.
Very, very horrifying. But I saw a stat earlier because he just did, I believe, a live stream for all of Puerto Rico.
The Bunny?
And the stats were like every porn no every like Pornhub, every masturbation station was down, like traffic and PR was down like 50% across the board while he was on. People were just like, I could do that later or even during. I'll figure out a time around this, but I'm not going to be missing this anytime soon.
I do love that. That's just the new. Like I think the old version was like Dr. J. Like I think it was Dr. J, like the Crime Stopper. Like crime in New York City would go down because everybody's watching Dr. J.
Mm-hmm.
The FAP Stopper when Bad Bunny's on. Nobody's pulling crank.
No, not when Bunny hits the stage. Who did I see post it? Did Big Biz have this stat? Someone posted it this morning, and I was just like, "That's very funny." It's like when the RNC comes to town and Grinder explodes because of how many people are on it.
Those are unrelated coincidences, by the way. As data will
of course. I'm not insinuating anything there.
Sure.
I can't find the official stats. Sucks.
I don't know. I didn't know where they would, like, again, if they pivoted back. Like I feel like it's been like you might go rap, you might go rock, you might go R&B, you might go country, you might go dance, and so I don't know. What Kendrick last year, Usher before that.
Yep.
Who was right before Weekend? Or was that was a couple?
Weekend was 2020.
That was a couple ago.
That was the empty stadium. What LA was all the Dr. Dre,
Kendrick, Dr. Dre,
50 Cent Upside Down.
Yes. Who was? I feel like I'm missing 20.
Yeah, I just pulled
it up. That was Rihanna. Rihanna was 23. So going back.
Was that reason?
Yep. Kendrick was 25, Usher 24, Rihanna 23. The West Coast, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J, Kendrick 22. The Weeknd 21. Shakira and J-Lo 20, and then Maroon 5.
I was gonna say since 2019, there's been a change in direction, a much needed one.
There was a clear pivot because Maroon 5, Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga, Coldplay, Katy Perry, Bruno Mars, 5 years. So I thought they'd do some more ebb and flow. I think they're just doing it like a 5-year contract, man. Like that's bad. That'll end the 5-year contract. Then it'll be Taylor Swift and Jelly Roll and Sabrina Carpenter and Adele. And
it was someone named Ricky Kirshner who produced every halftime show from 2011, which was the Black Eyed Peas, all the way through 2019, which was Maroon 5. 2020. Ricky Kirshner was still involved, but Jay-Z, that was Jay-Z's first year running the show. 2021, no more Kirshner, Jay-Z, and Jesse Collins, so I don't know who that is. He doesn't even have a blue Wikipedia page, so shout him out. And then it's been Jay-Z and JC every year since. They've just been running the show.
That's my name, Hamish Hamilton, bro. You can name anybody anything you want, really.
That was the only thing I saw from Penn State, Oregon. It was the name of Oregon's kicker. Have you seen this gent?
No.
I gotta Atticus Sappington. I said, no, it's not. No, no, it is not.
It was a lead character in To Kill a Mockingbird, wasn't it?
I said you can have Atticus or you can have Sappington. You cannot have both.
Oh, I'm ASAP. Oh no, I kind of like him, gang. I kind of like him, cuz.
You can be Andy Sappington with the Atticus Sappington. You're right. It's big novel hours. It's big required summer reading hours.
Big. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Atticus Sappington. That's one. My dearest Eleanor. Yeah, he just talked like General Andrew Luck. Atticus. Hold on, I got it. That's all I got for today. I need to know if there's a middle name.
His parents invented maple trees. Like I don't.
That's the richest man. That's Mr. Maple Syrup you're talking about.
No full Wikipedia page for the Sap man, so I'm not seeing any middle name.
I gotta look on his Oregon profile. Be like son of Julianne and Roger Sappington.
of the Sappingtons, yeah,
of the Sappington family. Atticus Sappington. Damn.
From Portland, Oregon.
He was going to be a kicker.
Yeah. You know, the Sap man is all time.
That's one. Yeah, he ASAP Rocky after a good kick. He's that motherfucker Sappington after it goes wide left.
Oh man, yeah, we will. That's it for another football Sunday. As Packers and Cowboys, I assume, already kicked off. Shout out Bad Bunny.
7-0 Pack as we stand.
What happened? How did they get that?
That I don't know. I don't have anybody from this game. I don't have to. After I traded Romeo Dubs, I don't have to care about this game. Let's see a quick. Somebody might need it. Jordan Love to Romeo Dubs, of course. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
none of my
just
beeswax. Yeah.
It'll be just. Was that a long ass drive? The Cowboys don't even have their quarterback isn't listed under stats yet.
3 and out.
What do you have for Monday's predictions? My prediction is I won't watch either of those games.
We got 2. Was it Jets?
Jets Dolphins, the battle of 0-3, praying for a tie there. It'd be very funny if they tied. And then Bengals Broncos. If the Broncos can't get right in that one, I fear they just will not.
Jets. I'm sticking by my preseason. Jets win. Mike McDaniels is fired by the next time we record.
Tuesday.
Is my prediction. Was it Bengals?
I was gonna say we record before that game, so probably they fire him before the game.
They might be waiting for us to go on. Then Bengals. I just need T. Higgins not to do anything. I'll say Broncos get it right. Browning like to throw it up.
Oh yeah,
they better capitalize. I'll go Broncos.
PS2 is gonna have himself a day, I would imagine.
He better. I'd put him on Higgins for real. I'd let Chase go. That's just me. I don't have any skin in this race. But
bait them into throwing the Chase. An 0-3. Yeah, my prediction is tie in Jets Dolphins because that's the funniest outcome.
And McDaniel's still fire.
A big time. Yeah, he needs a win to keep
both fire. No.
If that game I'll tune into if I see it's tied at going into overtime. I will be locked in
13-13.
Yeah. And yeah, I will take the Broncos, but I don't know. The Bengals are such a stupid team. I'm rocking the Bengals hat. What, by the way, this logo, all-time logo. All-time. Yeah. All time. Don't know why they ever went away from it. It's just a series of bad decisions from that franchise.
We got further away from the actual logo being on the field, Mick. They used to put whatever your logo, whatever your mascot was, he was toting a rock. Now it's whatever fits in a
circle.
A circle bio. Yeah, circle Avi.
Yeah, it stinks and I don't like it. So yeah, I got a tie in the the Bengals win. I don't think there's many combined points between the 4 teams.
Do we see 100 points between these 4 teams?
No.
I hope not. I'll never know. I'll be watching literally something else, but keeping tabs.
So yeah, we will see everybody Tuesday. Again, that's patreon.com/mixtape, the number 4 ever. We appreciate everyone who has signed up. We appreciate everyone who is going to sign up. And we will see everybody Tuesday.